buy and sell indicators on TradingView that we can use for free to give us potential entries and exits for day trading or swing trading. I'll show you these indicators on TradingView right here, and then show you how to actually implement them into a trading strategy so that we can open positions on a trading system. I use Bybit, and so I'll show you on Bybit right here. The first indicator we're going to use is a moving average. It's the first indicator anyone will use. So moving average simple, which is this one on TradingView. It is free. I'll show you also on Bybit because your trading system will have this. It may be easier. So indicators, moving average right here. Click that. Left-hand corner, you want to go to settings and type 200 here. You can type anything between 100 and 300. It's up to you. 200 for me is a long enough time frame to look at. A moving average shows you the general direction of trade because it flattens out price movements over time. In this case, 200 periods. I'm on the day chart, so 200 days. I want to be looking at the trend. You can see this is very clearly an uptrend right here. You can see this is very clearly a downtrend right here. And you can see we have recovered from that downtrend and we are going into a recovery uptrend, kind of a mild uptrend right here. Why use this? I want to take positions that are with the trend. So it dictates my bias. So with an uptrend, I want to be going long. I want to be looking at sell-offs or weakness to buy so that we can take long positions because we're following the trend. In a downtrend, you do not want to be going long or buying too much because you are in a downtrend. When we have this mild uptrend right here, it looks like we're going back into an uptrend or price appreciation. And so I want to be going long and taking long positions during weakness and trying to ride that trend, considering it still may carry on within this uptrend. So simple moving average is important to get your bias. Are you going to buy and go long, or are you going to sell first and go short? If you don't have a trading system like Bybit, link in description. Depending on where you live in the world, you can get up to $30,000 as a deposit and trading bonus. If you trade crypto, check out Bybit. The other exchanges I use, I will link them all down in the description as well. The next indicator we'll use is Supertrend Zone. This tries to give us some info on price action and if price action is bullish or bearish. Come to indicators, then type in Supertrend Zone, and it's this one right here. You can also look at Supertrend indicator, which is one of the most popular indicators on TradingView. You can see that here. But we're going to go for Supertrend Zone because it gives us two different super trends, a shorter term and a longer term super trend. So I'm going to show this. Now what you can see is that Supertrend uses an indicator called ATR, which is average true range. Average true range is an indicator of volatility of the asset that you're looking at. So ATR will give a number in dollars, a nominal dollar amount, and that's the daily move that can happen within the price. So how much can something move within a certain price? It's going to give that as the indicator. Now, when you reach a price level, that will be a high. And then if the price moves down under that for a certain period, the trend is obviously to the downside from that high. And so you get this red super trend indicator. Now, if the price just keeps underneath this and never breaks it, then that's obviously bearish price action, and you have a red super trend indicator or a bearish super trend indicator. Now, the price does not move up, as you can see. It follows the price down, but it never moves up. Once the price starts moving up, it can break through the super trend, and once it breaks through to the upside, that's obviously bullish price action, and then the super trend follows to the upside with that bullish momentum and the bullish action from the super trend. So essentially, when you break down in price, the super trend shows bearish, and it's going to be bearish until the price breaks through that. When you eventually do, that's bullish to the upside, bullish price action. So we can use that as an indicator for bullish and bearish price action, and then use another indicator to give us some entry signals. We can use the Supertrend indicator alone for trade entries. However, by its very nature, Supertrend is a lagging indicator because it only shows bullish when the price has already recovered and broken through that previous resistance. And so by its very nature, it's quite a lagging indicator. So if we would have waited for that crossover here, we would have made good money on that trade. However, we missed out the entire recovery from around 15, 16 to 20. So it's lagging. Sometimes that doesn't matter. You're going to make money on another move to the upside. Here we would have made a good trade as well. But as you can see, if we had waited for bullish momentum to change here, we would have got in at the top and the trade reversed. Now, 2 out of 3 isn't bad for this indicator to go long when the indicator changes from bearish to bullish. However, that is a downside of this indicator. It's fairly lagging. So let's see if we can use other indicators and our own bias to actually get in at better entries. So we're going to use dynamic levels breakouts. We're going to click this on dynamic levels breakouts, indicators, dynamic levels breakouts, this one right here, click that on. And then what I'm going to do is go to settings and type the period here to 30. It's 20 by default. However, 30, I believe, gives slightly better indicators. 20 is too narrow and can give some false flags. What do we have here with dynamic levels breakouts? It's trying to show us areas of support and resistance much closer to the current price. And this can give us some trade entries as to where it thinks that there is a support level in the price that the price can bounce from. So as you can see here from this indicator, what it has done is realized that there has been a sell-off, a bounce, and then some testing of this price level where the price is now moving up away from it. Can you see that? It's very slight on the day trading time frame, but it's giving us indicators that show a potential recovery from a support zone. We can also see this on other indicators as well. So we can see this here where we got a support zone right here and then a bounce from it, and we're getting an indicator that shows that that recovery is also taking place when we're actually getting some bullish price action. Now, again, this indicator potentially a little bit late. However, it did print. We got to move upwards here. And then as you can see here, it did print both of them. And on this occasion, you probably would have got in here and then the trade moved against you. So that is day trading. These indicators are not perfect, but let's see what we're getting here. We are getting indicators that try to show us a reversal in price trend from bearish to the downside, showing us some support and some price action, trying to bring us back up into bullish price action. Now, I'm biased towards going long because the moving average is showing an uptrend, and I think the period in the market that we're in is maybe recovery to uptrend. Now we can use these indicators to help us actually enter positions with our own strategy. Like I said at the start, my strategy during an uptrend, this is a mild uptrend right here, is to buy weakness. And so when you see weakness and sell-offs coming in, those are opportunities to actually take long positions in the hope that we actually bounce from these again during an uptrend and carrying on the uptrend. This uptrend is mild, but it is occurring. And so let's look for weakness to occur that we can buy in order for the buyers to come back in and continue this uptrend up. So we go back to the indicators. You can see this is the latest indicator that's literally just printed. What we have here is weakness from a high level that goes down. And then what we see is a support level where the dynamic levels has shown us. This is a support level here. And so it's going to print a buy signal if we get some bullish momentum away from that support level. And we are breaking up through this. So we get the buy signal right here that can potentially show us that this move is going to potentially move up. Now, it may be wrong and we move down. That is day trading. We could wait for the Supertrend zone to also print, but we will be later to that. So we can take a position earlier, take a little bit more risk, and hope that we just break through to some level here and take profits on a short day trade, or maybe just keep the trade open for a bit longer. That is up to the individual trader. So we know that we have a print here. We're moving off a support zone. We've had weakness. We buy weakness when the recovery starts to happen and hope to ride that up further. So we can go and enter that position on our trading system. The entry level that we got was around 27,000, something like that. So we'll put in a trade at 27,000. So we'd enter a long position here around this level, around 27,000. I'd put a fairly tight stop loss in just around this level because the trade would be invalidated if we start moving around to like 26,300, something like that. And then what we can do is look for another bounce somewhere around previous resistance levels. So that would be, for me, a decent trade. So if we'd entered there at around 27, you can see we are in a little bit of profit in that trade right now. So what we can do is go to a market order. We can trade a certain amount. You can put a stop loss in of this level. So you can see the stop loss is 26,400. So we're going to put that in. 26,400 is the stop loss. You can just confirm that. So when you enter buy long, you'll have your stop loss in already. So you know exactly how much you're going to lose in that trade. You can actually see this as well. So we can edit this. You can see the downsides 22% on your entry, although that depends on how much leverage that you're using. I go into trading crypto futures and using leverage in other videos, which I'll link in the description. You don't need to use leverage, you don't need to trade futures, but a lot of people do. So that is how to enter trades based on these indicators for either day trading or swing trading. If you need some more specific information on actually trading and entering positions within crypto and risk management, I'll leave some free videos down in the description. Also, the Crypto Investor course has scores of videos on trading. It takes you step by step through the entire thing on how to get set up, how to manage risk, how to actually go ahead and trade and enter positions. I'll leave this linked down in the description below. I'm James with MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.